Hey, what's up you guys? It's Mia. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. And today's part 2 of high school. I did part 1 of my high school experiences, sharing embarrassing stories about boys, about parties, and now this is gonna be part 2. And like I said before in my previous video, my friend Alissa gave me the idea to talk about high school and to relive moments of embarrassment. If you didn't watch my first video, I gave a few fun facts about my school that I think we're going to touch on a lot more in this video, which is the fact that I went to a school of 79 kids and that I went to an IB school. Now, because we went to a school with 79 kids and because our school was IB, we didn't have our own schedules. We had a class. It was kind of like middle school where you have a class and then you travel through different teachers. But we'll touch on our experiences because even though Alissa and I are friends and we were friends in high school and we did like hang out and talk, we had totally different experiences. We were in completely different friend groups. And we'll touch on all of that and the high school dynamics, and we'll just like really like deep dive into it and just like really see how like our experiences are similar and different.
Alright, let me grab that blanket.
Alright.
Bro, am I recording?
Yeah.
You ready for this? I'm a burrito.
Oh god, I need to hang up now. I already gave them a little intro about you. I told them how you were volleyball captain for 4 years, how you live in Colorado.
Colorado.
That's all I could think of.
I'm dead.
And I also...
in Legally Blonde.
Oh yeah, she played Grandma in Legally Blonde.
My mom.
They put you in a gray wig, sweetie. You were the grandma. Alright, so are you ready? Are you ready for, like, everything?
Lit.
Let me tell you about our school for a bit. We were in IB's, like, we were in IB, right? But, you know, there's some snooty kids in IB. So if you were in standard level classes, you were considered stupid. But... which makes no fucking sense to me. Can't you tell I'm salty because I was in the standard level? No, but deadass, people would be like, you're not taking college level classes. And I'll be like, then what the fuck am I taking? Like, yeah, so we were considered like the stupid class, even though we were taking college level classes as well. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't want to stress myself. I had the choice, and I think I made the good one.
I mean, our class is probably the best class.
No, we definitely, because we were, it's not that our class was dumb, is that we were the class that wasn't as studious as the other ones, because we didn't care, and we prioritized like other things other than like classwork.
Drugs.
Tell me about your high school experience, Alissa. I want to hear about it. They've heard enough about my experience. Let's talk about yours.
Freshman year was probably one of the best years. The 2 middle ones sucked because in freshman year we had freshman Fridays. We didn't even have to be in school technically.
What is Freshman Fridays?
Freshman Friday was something we didn't have any academic classes. We had gym for the last periods of our day and art classes in the beginning. So no one showed up for the art classes and everyone showed up for gym, but then snuck out. All I remember is we went on the same field trip like 8 times.
Oh yeah, we went to like, yeah, let's talk about Miss J. That brought me to Miss J, because she's talking about Miss J. Now, Miss J was our ESS teacher, which stands for Environmental Systems and Society.
She was very, very passionate about it.
Miss J was very passionate about it, and so she would take us to this place called Solar One, which was on the East River.
It was in Stuytown.
Yeah, near Stuytown. And we would help with community service. We would look at like how healthy
It would rain every single time we went.
It was like raining every time we went, which I thought added to the experience. I don't know, I could be wrong. But one thing I will say about Miss J is that she was really passionate, because let me give you a rundown about ESS. I don't even know how to explain it. Fuck. I'll give you like the last part. I don't remember.
It's just about our global changes. How like one system relies on another.
Okay, so that we talked. So a part of it was we were watching a lot of docuseries like at the end of senior year for it, and she showed us one about agriculture and how agriculture has a major effect in our climate and our world. And I used to eat a lot of meat, but like just seeing the passion and watching the documentaries, I like became a vegetarian, and she's like the reason why I became a vegetarian and got more into like how agriculture really affects the climate and how like what I eat does have an effect on what happens. So shout out to you, Miss J. You did your job.
My favorite class besides Mr. L's class, which is global politics, would be Spanish.
Spanish. Miss P. I hope you're watching this. I hope she's like secretly watching my YouTube channel.
I sat in on the class, but I didn't take it. And she was asking a question to her people that were supposed to speak Spanish, and no one would answer the question. I got annoyed because I have a short temper sometimes, and I raised my hand and answered the question, and she was like, "Thanks to my one non-speaker Spanish student. You are passing, and you don't even need to take my class."
Yeah, no, Miss P, I loved Miss P because she was really funny and she was very charismatic. But like I said before, our class was not dumb, we were just not studious. And so the teachers had a hard time getting us to participate in classes. So Miss P was so frustrated with our class, we had to have a Socratic seminar on why we weren't participating. And I just remember all of us like trying to reassure her that it wasn't her and her class, that it was just us. We do your schoolwork, kids. Don't if you don't want to go to like the big private schools, you don't gotta worry. And this is generally what I have to say. I enjoyed taking the classes that I did. I did like learning, especially like with ESS, like I said before. We'll talk more about global politics. I liked what I was learning. I just for some reason would not do my no, I couldn't say schoolwork because I did do projects, I did study for tests. I just homework was just like something I could not get myself to do. Do you want to talk about global politics, because you were very into that class?
I don't know how to answer what it is though.
Okay, so basically, because I enjoyed global politics too, and we had a really good teacher. His name was Mr. L. Fun fact, he made me cry once. We don't need to talk about it. I forgive him. And he was really educated on the subject that he was teaching, which I have to say for most of our teachers, that they honestly were educated because on the subject that they were teaching, and they just knew it to a T, which made the learning easier. And Mr. L was definitely one of those teachers, and he honestly like opened my eyes to so many events that were happening around the world, because before him I would just like be focusing on the US and what was happening in the US, that I didn't really focus on other things, and he really like just like whoosh. But let's talk about friendships. Like, what's like a life like defining friendship, or like a life altering friendship for you?
So I remember, because I was from Colorado, people considered why I couldn't tell you. And I remember walking in the hallway, and this girl I didn't even know, she was like in my lower grade, was like, and it made me cry. And I remember walking into class, and then the person who I least expected was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" You know, and was all concerned about me. And then this person found out what my favorite drink was from Dunkin' Donuts and bought it for me. Shout out to you. And then we ended up just staying friends. I still talk to that person.
Oh, that's sweet.
And I think the other one would be definitely you. Because me, whenever I'm upset, I don't even have to talk about it with you. We can just sit there and just talk about stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like our crushes, or Grace and Dolan. Or...
Don't expose me, what the fuck. Okay, definitely.
Oh, is that my Sweet 16 pictures behind you?
No, that's my vision board. Ugh.
Other one. Yeah. Oh,
That's my vision board. So I definitely had a huge friendship that had a huge impact on who I was and who I am today, because I definitely had to learn a lot from this person. And looking back at it, I didn't see it in the present, but this person definitely like changed my life. So I had this friend. I'm just gonna have her remain nameless.
Oh, Sophie, so
Okay.
don't forget.
So Sophie, I don't want to say, okay, do you ever have like those friends where like you guys are good separate, but together you bring out the worst in each other? I don't want to call like Sophie toxic, and I don't want to call myself toxic, because us like separately, we're not toxic, but us together really brought out the worst in each other.
A reaction.
Yeah, it was just for some reason, and like, which is like crazy because looking back at it, because both Sophie and I had really bad communication skills, and we were both very prideful and defensive. So when both of us were upset at each other, we would not tell each other. We would talk to other friends about it, and we'll talk to literally everyone but each other about the situation. And sometimes like our fights would happen for months because we just would ignore each other, or we were too prideful, or we let our egos get in the way. Looking back, like, I feel bad for some of the things that I did do, because like I should have been more upfront with my feelings, and I shouldn't have left her hanging a lot of the times that I did. But I also know like it's not 100% my fault.
It's a good day.
Any overall messages you would like to give to the viewers about high school?
Just understand that your friends now could change. Like, I think me and Mia came from very different groups, but I came from an even more different group than what I ended up with. Like, the people I talked to were not in my group. Like, me and Mia we were in the same group for a little bit, but then we weren't. And then me and our other two people, none of us were in the same group. I think another one would be like acceptance. Like, you gotta accept what you did. Like, everyone has a story of where they messed up in some road. Like, maybe the people I don't like, I burned bridges because I hated them, which I don't like a lot of people. But I think you just have to accept that, like, not everyone's gonna go to your standards, and you're not.
Myanmar!
But you just have to accept it. Like, you can't just be upset about how you messed up or a friendship messed up. You gotta try to fix it. Like, everyone's gonna be a crappy person once in their life. I mean, it's just inevitable. Like, you're just going to be. And then also, yeah, you gotta be a crappy person.
And also, like, I spent too much time in high school really caring about what others thought of me a little bit more than I would like to admit. And there are other things that happened to me in high school, such as like mental health issues, which I will get into in another video. But I just feel like just the pressure of feeling like I had to be someone that I wasn't was really like big in high school. And I definitely wasn't as myself as I thought I was, and it wasn't until a year later that I realized, wow, I really was acting like a different person, and the person that I am today is totally different from who I was just a year ago. And I finally feel more like myself than I ever have in my life.
Yeah, you just have to find yourself, and you have to find the right people too. Like, we have a group chat, and every time it like starts blowing up, me and Mia are always on the phone for some reason, and you just have to find the people that make you smile. Like, it's just simple things, like, I don't know, like someone being dumb.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to find that group that makes you feel comfortable. Like, you don't have to hide who you are.
Yeah.
Because once you start hiding who you are, you're just going to hide from yourself, and you're going to forget.